I've been drinking a lot lately. Woo! The problem is, every time I drink, I end up smoking, which is bad for you. And the thing is, I used to do the two things so much when I was younger that it trained my brain to associate them together. You know when you train your brain to associate two things together? So anytime you do the one thing, you end up doing the other? I think that's why I was in immediate work today. And I went to play Angry Birds on my phone. And I shit my pants. The problem when you joke around a lot is a lot of people take everything you say literally. I have the opposite problem. I have a friend, he takes everything I say figuratively. The other day I said, hey man, you know, cats always land on their feet? He said, I don't know about that. There are a lot of homeless cats out there. I saw a headline about it was an article about this fisherman, a bass fisherman, who drowned off the coast of Florida, and that's very sad. But the title of the article was Bass World in Mourning? I don't think so. Bass Fisherman World definitely in mourning. Bass World celebrating. Because bass fishing is a real sport. And the bass just put some points on the board. Hey, what would you do if you cracked an egg for breakfast and then a mouse came out and then God came down, grabbed the mouse, handed you another egg and said, forget what you saw here or else? I would tell absolutely everybody. But I just pretend it was a joke. You see a lot of people with pets, like dogs, and they'll be like, "Oh, he's my fur baby." That's so cute, and everybody loves it. But the second that I refer to my children as skin puppies, everyone's like, "Never say that again." A lot of people lately have been getting tattoos of their kids' drawings. And I think that would be sick as shit for me, because my son exclusively draws pictures of Satan spitting out blood. My son is 6 years old, and for Christmas we bought him a smart TV for his room, which might have been a mistake because now he has access to all of Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Hulu original programming. And I remember about a year ago he asked me, Daddy, where do babies come from? And I gave him the answer he was ready for. I said, you know, when a mommy and daddy love each other very much, etc., etc. Well, last week he asked me, Daddy, what's a drug mule? And I said, you know, when a drug horse and a drug donkey love each other very much. I also have a 2-year-old daughter. She's a little slow. She's trying to learn how to speak, but she doesn't have quite a grasp on the English language. She talks in this deep, raspy nonsense voice. Like the other day she went, Mama. My wife said, oh, she said Mama. I said, yeah. I think she put a curse on you. I was watching one of those talent shows on the TV, and they had this clown woman on there. This woman who was a clown on there, and she was just juggling 2 things, and I was so unimpressed. But then they got to the emotional interview part, and she was like, I am a single mom going to nursing school, and I have $20,000 of student debt. And I was like, wow. She is juggling so many things. Like all that metaphorical shit, and then the 2 chainsaws. I'm a big foodie. I don't know if you can guess that. This is really embarrassing, though. Up until a year ago, I was getting gyros, and I was mispronouncing the name gyro. I was like mispronouncing it as soft taco. Speaking of soft tacos, I was at an all-white date at a Mexican restaurant. We didn't plan it that way, but that's how it was. It's important to the story. And my wife's friend's boyfriend ordered his meal in Spanish. And he obviously thought that we were all going to be really impressed. Like the waiter was just going to be like, oh, this gringo is my essay. But he did it in like this weird, like, he was like, gracias, por favor. It was really embarrassing. I was so embarrassed that I didn't even want to order my food by the Spanish names. I was just like, oh yeah, could I get one of those ground beef wraps? And one of those lemon lime slushies made with Joseph Crow. I saw a commercial on the television. It was for State Farm, but it was like a PSA for safe driving. And wanted you to drive safe. And I was like, that's great. I think a lot of other companies should do PSAs for their commercials. Give back to the community. You know, there could be one that's like, the United States has one of the highest STD rates in the world. People who are not in monogamous relationships are at the highest risk. So take it from us here at Kraft Cheese. If you're an American single, wrap it up. Thank you. My name is James Etchison.